Hey everyone, it's Thursday, Throwback Thursday, of course, always Throwback Thursday, June 4th, 2020, and today I thought we'd talk about Charlie's Angels because I watched it last night. Yeah, I have the DVD. The first season. First season, of course, is my favorite because it has the three original Angels, Jaclyn Smith, Farrah Fawcett, Kate Jackson. The magic chemistry of those three. First of all, the show began really as a 90-minute pilot on ABC in 1975. And it just, was from Aaron Spelling's huge machine of crime dramas. He had this thing about threes. The Mod Squad, Michael Cole, Clarence Williams III, and Peggy Lipton. The Rookies, which also featured, by the way, Kate Jackson. And then, group cop shows like SWAT and shows like that. So Charlie's Angels was the evolution from the Mod Squad of the 60s and the Rookies of the early 70s, and then Charlie's Angels in the mid 70s to late 70s, early 80s. Wow. When you saw Farrah and Jaclyn and Kate together, it really was amazing. And it was a very painful thing too, because Farrah became this sensation and, she wanted to leave the show. She wasn't really that happy with the scripts, which were more or less, not really there a lot. There wasn't that much texture. It was a fashion show. Many considered it a fashion show. And yet at the same time, many considered it a very empowering series for female characters and female actors. But she definitely was not happy in general. And she left after the first season. She would return for the next, I believe, 2 years in like 3 episodes each for each year. But in the second season, she was replaced by the great Cheryl Ladd as Jill Monroe. That was her character, was Farrah's character in the first season. As a younger sister, Jill Monroe, Chris Monroe. And if you watch that second year with Cheryl Ladd playing that first season of Chris was very youthful and kid-like and childlike. And later on, as the show progressed, Chris Monroe became more sophisticated. And then after the third year, shocker, big shocker, Kate Jackson left the series. And Kate herself was not really all that happy with the series also. But man, we never thought Kate was going to leave. And by the way, Kate, Jaclyn, and Farrah never had any issues. And I heard that there were some issues between Cheryl Ladd and Kate Jackson, but I don't know. And those are things I really don't care to address in general. But when Kate did leave, man, I mean, Chris or Cheryl Ladd replacing Farrah Fawcett, okay, the presence of the vivacious blonde, okay, good. It was somewhat replaced in a sense with Cheryl Ladd, who just did a tremendous job on the show. And when Kate left, though, man, it was tough. I mean, Shelly Hack came along in the fourth year, and Shelly was a dynamite model. She was for the Charlie perfume, and so Aaron Spelling thought it was a really cool thing to hire the Charlie girl from the commercials for the perfume as one of Charlie's Angels. And he was a genius in many ways too, because Charlie's Aunt, which was a movie, and Charlie's Angels. I mean, I'm sure those kinds of things went through his head about what the audience identifies with. But anyway, so Shelly Hack came aboard in the fourth year, and she gave it a noble shot, but the chemistry just wasn't right. And she left. And then in the fifth year, Tanya Roberts came along, like the hot angel. I mean, she was just dynamite. And she was wonderful. And they were all different. I mean, Farrah was the athletic angel. Jaclyn Smith was the sophisticated angel. Kate Jackson as Sabrina was the smart angel. And not that they were all those things as well, but just most identified with those particular adjectives. Shelly Hack, I guess she was sophisticated in a way too. And then Tanya Roberts, man, she was just hot. and just wonderful. It was really interesting too how um, Aaron Spelling said, well, we always thought that every year we would change the angels. Okay, Aaron. I'm sure that was the plan all along. But in many, many ways, each of the angels were intelligent and smart and funny, and they had a sense of humor. They happened to be beautiful. That was the great thing about it. They weren't defined really by their beauty. Um, they were defined by the chemistry that they had with each other and the fact that they were these very attractive women, and who were police or were detectives, or were these, better way to say it really, were these detectives who just happened to be these very attractive women. That was the great thing about the show. And it just sure was a heck of a lot of fun to watch. And it was magical. And Farrah left us much too early, and tragically. And of course, she was initially married to Lee Majors, the $6 Million Man, and who I cover, of course, in my book, the Bionic book, which is on the shelf back there, right over there. And I also cover all the angels in my Glamour and Gidgets and the Girl Next Door book, which is right there. And all of my books may be ordered on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com, or you can contact me at HerbieJPilato.com and get personally signed copies. But quite frankly, they're a lot cheaper when you get them on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. If you're watching this video on Facebook, thank you very much. If you're watching it over at YouTube, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Herbie J. Pilato channel. Thank you very much for watching. Charlie's Angels is available on DVD, and look for it and watch it on your local classic TV station. I'm sure it's somewhere. You got to keep looking. I think it's maybe Cozy. Cozy? Yeah, try Cozy. Okay, peace.